Welcome everyone to Sisters in Crime Canada West for another segment of Meet the Author. My name is Joanna VanderVlugt, the author of The Unraveling and Dealer's Child. I want to give a shout out to Charlotte Morganti and Lori Wood for scheduling behind the scenes, doing all the work for these segments. Today, I am interviewing multi-published author and CWC nominee, Marcelle Dubé. We are going to talk about her nominated novella in the novella category, Identity Withheld. Now, Marcelle's website is marcellemdubé.com, and she's a CWC, you're a CWC nominee, Crime Writers of Canada nominee. Welcome, Marcelle.
Thanks, Joanna. Nice to be here.
It's nice to see you again. So I know it's a simple question, but I wonder, how did it feel when you found out you were nominated, and had you entered the CWC awards before?
Well, how did I feel? Let me say, I was a little bored by the whole, no, I was very excited. I was actually flabbergasted to have been shortlisted for a second year in a row, because I was shortlisted last year and I won. I won for my short story, Cold Wave. That was in the first Sisters in Crime Canada West anthology, Crime Wave. So that was a real feather in our cap. And I was, thrilled is probably the best word for it.
And how do I say this? That's a high degree of, do I want to say the word competition, but entries? The entries, that's something to be so proud about, right? Well, it's a big.
It is, they all say it, it's an honor just to be nominated, but it is, it's a real honor. It's like, how many people have entered and they picked my story among 4 to be shortlisted. So there's a certain amount of smugness involved.
So can you briefly tell what Identity Withheld is about? And I'm just warning you, Marcelle, my internet is just, it's hanging in there.
All right, we'll hope for the best. Identity Withheld is the story of Cleo Brennan. She's a young woman. She's in her 4th year of university in Vancouver, and she's called to Fredericton, New Brunswick, because her parents have been in a terrible accident. And once she gets to Fredericton, she realizes that what she's always suspected about her parents, that they've been running from something for all her life, whatever it was that was chasing them has finally caught up to them. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, not only is it after her parents now, it's also after her. So that's the gist of it.
I love that. I love it when children are almost like having to deal with the faults of their parents, who are supposed to be the role models, right?
Yeah. You pay for the sins of your parents.
Yeah. So I understand you create your own covers. You're quite creative. What is it that you like about creating covers? What is it for you?
Okay, let's be clear about something. I cannot draw a straight line with a ruler. So I can write, but that's about the extent of my artistic merits. But to my surprise, I discovered that I really, really like creating my own covers, because I know the story best. And I know what image will be the perfect image to capture the flavor of the story. And then it's a question of fooling around with the typography, figuring out the colors and all that. There's something really, almost Zen-like about it, when you don't want to tear your hair out. It's fun.
When technology behaves, and there's a whole other field with the different, like you said, typography, different fonts. Oh, when you
Yeah.
go down that rabbit hole, hey?
Oh, I don't. I just circle the edge of it. I try not to go down that way because I'm no expert. I didn't study this. I don't know anything about typography. I just know what I like.
Yeah, that's it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So you write short stories, novellas, full-length novels. I asked Karen Abramson this, and I'm curious about your answer to how do you go from, let's say, 80,000 to 30,000 to 8,000 writing a story? Like that's discipline. I can't.
I don't know if it's discipline. I mean, for me, it all depends on the story idea, right? Like sometimes you know that this story idea will not sustain a novel.
Okay.
So you know that it's a short story. And other times you think you're writing a novel, but all of a sudden the story ends organically at a novella length.
Okay.
Yeah, but mostly I think of myself as a novelist.
Yeah.
I like getting into the story and exploring it fully.
Yeah.
But lately I've been getting more and more into short stories. I quite enjoy the short story format.
Yeah. Okay. So you just cut out a little bit there. So you're getting more into the short stories at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm enjoying them very much.
Good. Okay. So what are you working on now? Huh?
Well, I'm working on I'm doing research for the third in my Alley Chronicle novels. They're mystery, but they're also science fiction and alternate history. I know it's a weird combination, but I like them. Yeah. So that it involves a lot of historical research. So I'm doing that, and I'm also working on short stories. You should see my computer monitor. It's covered in little yellow sticky notes with story ideas. So yeah,
That's excellent.
but I've got three short stories coming out in the next little while. One with Alfred Hitchcock, one with Mystery Magazine, and one with Black Cat Mystery Magazine. So
fantastic.
Yeah, the short story has been good to me.
That's fantastic. And you made me smile because I'm thinking this morning when I went to my desk where I write, I looked at it and I saw like the little rows of like the to-do list
Yeah.
and then the pile here and the pile there. And I just thought, this looks like my desk that I had when I worked full time at a day. It's just like, oh.
How did you end up here?
Yeah. So Marcelle, thank you for stopping by. Sisters in Crime, Canada West, Meet the Author. It was good seeing you.
It was good to see you too, Joanna, and fun.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you have a good day too.
You too. Talk to you later. Bye.